What's going on, people? Welcome once again to Raw Boxing TV after, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of absence. I like to call it the detox period, as if you've been following me for the past 3 or 4 years from my other channels until this one, you know that twice, maybe 3 times a year, I go into the detox mode. 2 months, maybe 2.5 months. This time went 4 or 5 months. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it did me good because, believe it or not, this YouTube thing, it's a time-consuming thing. It is a thing that works on you to the point that it can lead you to be a certain person that you're not. And I recommend to everybody to take these detox periods. I wasn't gonna do a video. I was planning on staying out of boxing for a while because I'm still a firm believer, allow me to adjust this. I'm still a firm believer that boxing, professional boxing, it is like a piece of steak in the middle of a desert through its midway point of rotting. It's full of maggots that is destroying the flesh. Boxing is just like so. It's full of maggots that is destroying the sport slowly but surely. The more we accept it, the more these maggots are gonna eat the flesh of boxing. But I want to talk to you today about the most recent event, or maybe not so recent, but pretty much I want to talk to you about Floyd Mayweather calling Manny Pacquiao out. It's something that it doesn't really surprise me because for the longest, right, the boxing public have adopted some of this excuses. You know, like as the maggot eats, he poops, right? Well, the boxing public have been not only part of them being maggots, but some of them are coming behind them and eating the poop of those maggots because it's like a chain of command. Somebody says something, here comes the rest, and attach the links. But people have been under the conception that for some reason Floyd Mayweather has been afraid of Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao is too good, too fast, too explosive. He's a southpaw. He's knocking everybody out. Well, about that knockout part, I don't know. I think the last time he knocked somebody out was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I'm a firm believer that he was juicing, but then again, I want to leave that aside because it doesn't really matter no more. I don't think juice gave him his skills. I just think juice gave him his power. But as far as a boxer himself, I think he does carry natural power up to a certain level. And I do think that he is a very skilled in and out fighter with a lot of speed, natural speed. Anyways, but yeah, this here is not a surprise to me because I never believed that Floyd was afraid of Manny Pacquiao. I just always knew that there was animosity between Mayweather, between Bob Arum. Matter of fact, a lot of you may not know, but you can actually search this and Google this. Bob Arum, according to Floyd and according to some of Floyd's business partners, still owes Floyd a substantial amount of money. Whether it's 100% true or not, I don't know. But I know that 70% of the reason why this fight did not happen is because of Bob Arum. The other 30 is just so happened to be that when Manny was juicing at a good level, he declined the Olympic style testing. If you're a clean fighter, why would you decline that? I absolutely don't know. But then again, I'm not Manny Pacquiao. So, but boxing has groups of fans that's very dangerous to the sport. And although all of you know that Floyd Mayweather is my favorite professional boxer to date. However, I'm here to tell you that two of the most dangerous, or should I say disgusting, group of fans are the Flomos and the Pactards, or Pacroids, whatever they call them. Because they're not speaking from their boxing head, they're speaking from their emotions. And when you speak from your emotions, you make a lot of mistakes. You follow chain of command, like I said earlier. You follow other people's opinion, and then you look ridiculous just like them. For you to sit here and say that Floyd needs Pacquiao to solidify his legacy, it's a disgusting comment to the sport. For you to sit here and say that Pacquiao needs Floyd to solidify his legacy in boxing, it's another disgusting, rotten comment. Now, what you can say is that Pacquiao needs Floyd from a financial point of view, but not from a historical point of view when it comes to making history in the sport. Because Floyd Mayweather has not been a part of Pacquiao's history in the sport. Well, you might say, well, why does Pacquiao need Floyd from a financial point of view? Doesn't Floyd need Pacquiao as well? Yes and no. At the end of the day, with or without Pacquiao, Floyd's going to make over $70 million a fight, which is a substantial amount of money when you add all the pay-per-views, all the promotional, what he gets paid as a fighter per fight. You're looking $70 to $110 million a fight. It all depends on the fighter. However, Manny, I don't think Manny has ever made past $30 million, if he's made $30 million. I don't know. I'm not a believer that neither fighter needs each other to solidify its legacy in the sport. Financially, I do believe Manny needs Floyd, and up to a certain level, the other way around as well. Now, Floyd calls out Pacquiao. Not only does he call him out, but now in every interview he's being asked, he's saying my focus is on Pacquiao. He even said nobody knows Amir Khan other than those in boxing. My focus is Pacquiao. So now that the public is seeing Floyd demand the fight like nobody has ever seen him demand the fight, all of you guys go into shock hating mode. I can't believe he said, nah, he's just saying that to say that. He don't really mean to fight Manny Pacquiao. But not only has Pacquiao turned down the fight once for drug testing, but he turned it down a second time for money issue, which then again, I don't know why, because he was being offered $40 million, and if he accepted, within the hour he would have had $20 million advance wired to him. So he turned that down. Wonder why. But now the fight may not happen, not because of Floyd, because Bob Arum said, we don't want the fight May 2nd. So you got Pacquiao in the middle of a ring calling out Floyd, and you got the Pactards and Pacroids, right, following the wagon, and you got Bob Arum in podiums collaborating. But when Floyd does say, okay, you've been calling me out, I'm here. Well, now, no, we don't want that, because we'd rather let Canelo fight May 2nd. Which, by the way, why is Canelo copying Floyd on fighting on his date? Who knows? I don't care. But why would you spend time on a fighter that doesn't really bring the money that your star fighter is going to bring? Because none of you can sit here and tell me the little ginger boy can bring the money that Pacquiao's bringing, even though Pacquiao's pay-per-view number are horrible compared to other times. None of y'all can sit here and tell me the ginger boy brings the money Floyd Mayweather brings. It is impossible. I don't think you even would believe that statement. But now that you guys are seeing Floyd Mayweather calling out Pacquiao, demanding the fight in every single interview, now you guys are acting like that dog behind the fence. What do I say? You ever walk with your pit bull, right? And you see this little dog behind the fence just barking, and he looks so aggressive that he even bites the fence, cuts all his gums, and rah, But you just keep walking with your pit bull. But your pit bull is not really paying attention because he doesn't feel the threat by this little dog. But the pit bull keeps barking, the dog keeps barking, the dog keeps barking. Finally, you get tired and you go over there and opens the gates. So now there's no barrier, right? The minute your pit bull steps in there, there isn't even a fight because the other dog takes off barking and running. That's the situation that I used to compare this situation with. Hopefully, don't get me wrong, I am not saying that Manny Pacquiao is afraid of Floyd. I don't think he's afraid of Floyd. Matter of fact, Pacquiao is not afraid of anybody. I believe Pacquiao will fight a heavyweight if you put a heavyweight inside the ring with him. Who is afraid of Floyd? I think that Pacquiao's team is afraid of Floyd. I think the name of Floyd Mayweather has been a good card to ride along with. I think they've used that name to sort of gain a little bit of fame. And quite simply, Manny did not need Floyd to solidify, again I say, its legacy. But hopefully this fight happens. Hopefully, Manny Pacquiao is calling Floyd on Twitter, which, by the way, that's not Manny Pacquiao, but anyway, calling Floyd on Twitter. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think the way to do it is to say, I want you, just like Canelo did with De La Hoya. I want Lara, nobody else. Don't give me nobody else but Lara. Yes, he knew that by taking the fight, he was protected. All he had to do was make it to the 12 rounds and he'd be protected. But he still demanded the fight. He still demanded the fight. And the fight happened. So why can't we make this fight happen? Why can't we? I mean, at the end of the day, if Floyd Mayweather had Pacquiao's record and Pacquiao had Floyd Mayweather's record, you guys wouldn't even waste your time and effort on demanding this fight. Because Floyd would not, in your eyes, Floyd Mayweather wouldn't be worthy opponent. Wouldn't be a worthy opponent. Why would he? He's been knocked out, I don't know how many times. He's lost five times, on an exhibition match once on a fundraiser. He got knocked out with a body shot as well. But by the way, an exhibition match does not affect your record at all. It's like it doesn't even exist. You also wear headgears, sparring gloves, but he got dropped. And, so like, why would Floyd deserve a shot at Manny when Manny is undefeated and Floyd has been knocked out 3 times and lost 5? That's what you guys would say if it was the other way around. But again, the sport of boxing is like a steak in the middle of the desert, and it's being filled with maggots, eating and crapping over it and destroying and rotting the sport. Because the root of all evil, money, is just all over the sport. And I ain't got nothing against money. Yes, if you're fighting and risking your life, you deserve to make millions. But what I don't have, or what I don't agree with, is when you go out there and call yourself the best and you're not fighting the best. When you go out there and you're being protected by your promoter and you're making all this money from fighting bums. And the majority of these fans, man, it's like they considered Floyd a cherry picker, but then again, they are legends out there. If you go to my Twitter, I posted a picture there. Matter of fact, I probably posted on this video. There are legends out there that take Chavez, 87-0, fought a guy that was 10-10. 93 or 94-0, fought a guy with a professional debut. But we call him a legend these days. Nobody is really speaking the truth out here. So step away from the BS, live your reality, come up with your own conclusions, and let's enjoy and rebuild the sport of boxing to what it was 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Because by the way, although you guys keep giving me the ridiculous excuse, well, you don't understand, Ranger. This fights can't happen like that no more. Boxing, it's a business. Boxing has been a business for as long as I can think of. 20 years ago, we used to get the fights that we wanted. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, boxing was still a business. And boxing was still generating money. Boxing was still generating the fights the fan wanted to see. Do not give me that ridiculous excuse anymore. I don't know when I'll come up with another video. But as of now, this is it. Subscribe, share this video on Facebook or whatever boxing website of your choice. And until then, I'll see you. Obviously, this was just sort of like the comeback, if you want to call it. We'll see when I'll make another video. I'm out.